It's time for Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero. When it comes to news on 95.1 FM, weather always comes first. A strong winter storm will move into the northern Rockies and Great Basin today, bringing heavy mountain snow and dangerous travel conditions. Snowfall is going to become heavy at times with rates of 1 to 2 inches an hour. Strong winds will lead to areas of blowing snow and reduced visibility. Closer to home, windy with another round of near-record high temperatures. Tomorrow, it's going to be even more windy, plus temperatures will drop by around 10 degrees. Wind-prone areas tomorrow will see areas of 35 to 45 mile-an-hour winds with gusts up to 65. The wind is carrying high amounts of tree pollen, dust, and dander, as well as blowing dust. So allergy sufferers be advised, and that dust could make traveling difficult. On Thursday, we're going to have a chance for some lowland rain and high mountain snow showers. We'll have another look at the weather following this news. KALH Radio obtained and released a video of when former County Commissioner Coy Griffin was approached by Otero County Sheriff Deputy Dalton Sewell at the beginning of the situation between Griffin, the squatter, and the courts.
I would not even try and pursue the trespass because I know that you guys are there for work. I know that you own the place, and I think any jury would agree that you guys had a right to be there. Even though he gets mad, he can't just magically be like, okay, you guys are done, and then you bounce. So I disagree with his effort in trying to do this right there. However, it does boil down to he, unfortunately, does have some rights to the property now being a tenant. So you got to evict him, and you guys got to stay away from it.
Deputy Sewell was awarded and recognized as Officer of the Year in 2023. You can see the video in full on our YouTube channel. Alamogordo City Commission regular meeting is happening tomorrow. 3 items of new business: presentation and discussion on a new natatorium, presentation and discussion on the city's financing capacity, and consider and act upon the budget process and documents for fiscal year 2024 through 25 preliminary budget. Love Inc. is offering free tax filing.
The BETA tax preparation program, that's the volunteer income tax program, and we are in full force with that. We've had people coming every week. That's on Fridays and Saturdays from 10 to 2 at our offices at 1106 Ohio.
Susan Payne speaking with Crazy Radio.
If you are in need of help preparing your taxes, just know that this is a free service, including e-file, and we also do state taxes for free as well.
For more information, call 575-439-4812. On Thursday, March 28th, the Alamo Senior Center will be taking a trip to the Bigfoot Enterprise. That's a Bigfoot museum, encounter, and hunt in Cloudcroft. I spoke with Anna Mae White about the museum.
All of our feet, all of our hands are documented. It's all legal and right. We have come across a couple of phony things that weren't legal and right, but we haven't got them out yet. But we'll have it so you can see what the phony ones are. Then you see on the other wall all the research of Bigfoot. You can see how Bigfoot came about, everything.
You're going to meet at the Alamo Senior Center lobby promptly at 9 a.m. on March 28th for roll call. Cost is $5, and that does include the museum ticket. Lunch is not provided, so please bring your own, or there is a snack bar at the museum. You can sign up at the front desk right now. Seats are limited, and tickets are non-refundable. Well, today is Monday. That means we're going to get a pup date from Animal Village NM.
Hi, this is Sunny Harris with Animal Village NM. For those of you finding yourselves challenged in providing food and care for your families, including your pets, Animal Village NM provides free pet food to area food banks. In Alamogordo, we stock Love Inc., 1106 Ohio Street, next to Lowe's Market. In Lincoln County, in Ruidoso, we stock the Lincoln County Food Bank, 138 Service Road, for days, and contact them for days and times of operation. We want to thank the Ruidoso Valley Chamber of Commerce for donating $500 this month to Animal Village NM. And we are looking for more sponsors for our food bank, low-cost spay-neuter, and rescue transport program. With donations to Animal Village NM, your money goes directly to dogs and cats in need in New Mexico, mostly to Otero County and Lincoln County pets, period. So when you need help for pet food, for low-income spay-neuter or rescue transport, who do people ask for help? Animal Village NM receives more than 100 requests for help every single week, every month of the year. Right now, without more people donating, our low-income spay-neuter program, for the first time since 2007, is on hold. We help pets in need right here in your county, but we need your help to do it. Animal Village NM steps in 24/365 to help animals in need. But these services are only free to those who receive them. They're very costly for those who provide them. I want to repeat that. Free services are only free to those who receive them. They're more and more expensive as costs for all pets increase for Animal Village NM, who provides them. Hey, pet adopters, here's a tip from Animal Village NM for keeping your pet and furniture safe for many years to come. When you leave your home at any time without your dog, make it a party. Dance, hug, give out frozen treats and Kongs, be silly, and make it an event your dog loves. When you return, ignore your dog. That's right, 5 minutes, no talk, no touch, no look. Wow, you just taught your dog that it's fun when you leave and it's no big deal when you come home, saving your furniture, clothing, doors, etc. Leave the TV or radio on for your dog or cat so they feel comfortable. And before or after dinner, it's time for that energy-releasing long walk for the whole family. This has been a pet tip for your fur-evers from Animal Village NM, and we hope this makes a difference for your family. The bottom line is that for you to enjoy a more compassionate and cost-effective community, as part of the community, you have to do your part. So make more help possible for pets suffering in your community to be a more responsible community.
Details are available by visiting animalvillagenm.org. News from around the state in just a moment. This is Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero.
Local news from local perspectives from local voices. AlamogordoTownNews.com. Local sports, local events, and local happenings, and more. Owned and operated by Second Life Media. We are Otero County. AlamogordoTownNews.com. Heard daily on Crazy KALH Radio 95.1.
Directory Plus is the right size book. It's the book if you need a phone book.
That's what just one person has to say about Directory Plus. With its red cover, features, colorful yellow pages, and lots more, it's no wonder people all over use Directory Plus.
It has so much more information. You can cross-check phone numbers or addresses or pretty much anything.
Look on the plus side, Directory Plus.
I'm a big fan of Directory Plus.
New Mexico State Police have identified the man who barricaded himself inside of an RV parked at a home north of Las Cruces as Tyler Hansen. Hansen is wanted in Colorado on multiple counts, including violation of a protection order, stalking, and domestic violence. When Hansen entered the RV, he was squatting and using a propane torch. Officers called in the SWAT team to get Hansen out of that RV. In addition to the charges he faces in Colorado, Hansen now faces a count of assault against a police officer in New Mexico. 59-year-old Javier Gonzalez of Clovis was sentenced to serve probation after the former teacher slapped an 18-year-old high school student at Clovis High School back in February of 2022. The police investigation states that Gonzalez struck the student in the face after the two argued over cell phone use and respect. That argument continued into the hallway, and that's where it turned physical. A jury found Gonzalez guilty of battery, and he was ordered to serve 6 months of probation, as well as attend an anger management course. Magistrate Judge Jane Marie Vander Dussen cited Gonzalez's military experience as a factor for the probation discharge. New Mexico legislators are hoping to lower prescription drug prices by passing House Bill 33, which is now waiting on the governor's signature. House Bill 33 asks companies who sell or make prescription drugs to turn in data every year to track the costs.
We want to make sure that people can afford the prescription drugs that they need when they need them.
Representative Pamela Herndon, who introduced the bill, said this bill would ensure companies are transparent about costs for prescriptions. There are 20 states with similar bills. She spoke with KOAT.
The cost of prescription drugs in those states has declined considerably. It has not risen nearly as fast as in other states, and we're expecting the same right here in New Mexico.
If it becomes law, companies would report their prescription drug prices and trends to the New Mexico Office of the Superintendent of Insurance every year. The legislature would then review the results and make those available to the public. Both the House and Senate unanimously passed this bill, and that includes Republican Representative Stephanie Lord.
Prescription drug prices are through the roof, and anything that we can do that has transparency, causes some competition, does anything to help lower the cost is a good thing, not only for New Mexico, but the whole United States.
The bill also states that if companies do not submit information, there will be fines and penalties. Lawmakers are hoping the governor signs this bill into law before the pocket veto deadline of March 6th. The opening statements of the Rust film armorer Hannah Gutierrez-Reed's manslaughter trial began last week. Both the prosecution and the defense agreed that negligence was to blame for the onset shooting and death of cinematographer Helena Hutchins. New Mexico prosecutor Jason Lewis says that Gutierrez-Reed's failures allowed 6 live bullets to make their way onto the set, and she did not make vital safety checks that would have caught the problem.
By failing to make those vital safety checks, the defendant acted negligently and without due caution, and that the decisions she made that day ultimately contributed to Ms. Hutchins' death.
In contrast, defense attorney Jason Bowles placed the blame on actor Alec Baldwin for failing to follow common sense gun safety rules and on the film's production team for creating a chaotic and unsafe environment. Gutierrez-Reed was just 24 years of age at the time, and Bowles points out that she had to split her time as both the armorer and props assistant.
What really happened is production was negligent. They put her in the position of having 2 jobs, a props assistant and an armorer.
A new lawsuit against Alec Baldwin was filed in Los Angeles County Superior Court on behalf of Hutchins' parents and younger sister, who live on the outskirts of the Ukrainian capital of Kiev.
Our focus is on those who are responsible for the untimely and tragic death of Helena Hutchins.
Attorney Gloria Allred. As you'll recall, the gun was in Baldwin's hands when it fired a shot. Yet Baldwin claims he did not cause it to fire.
I would never point a gun at anyone and pull a trigger at them, never. Never. That was the training that I had. You don't point a gun at me and pull the trigger.
The lawsuit alleges negligence and the deprivation of benefits based on the emotional or financial support that Hutchins previously provided to her family.
We embrace the opportunity to amend our complaint, our lawsuit, to provide more facts regarding the truth that the relationships between Helena and her family have always been the kind of sufficiently close and mutually beneficial relationships recognized under the law of New Mexico. Alec Baldwin's statements by his attorneys that the family has been, quote, distanced from Helena, end quote, for years before he shot and killed her, are both shameful and wholly unsubstantiated.
The lawsuit, though filed in California, relies on provisions of New Mexico state law regarding the deprivation of benefits, also known as loss of consortium. Sports and weather are next. This is Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero.
They are role models and educators. Their work requires a great deal of time and energy for very little pay. Who are these unsung heroes?
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Coach.
The simple truth about education-based athletics in New Mexico is this. Without a committed team of coaches and administrators, it just wouldn't be possible. School sports, they bring out the best in all of us. This message presented by the New Mexico Activities Association and the New Mexico Athletic Directors Association.
There are 15 games for New Mexico girls basketball today, including Dexter at the Institute, Loving at Hagerman, and Santa Teresa heads to Chaparral. There are 7 games for New Mexico varsity basketball today, including Roswell at Clovis, and Deming heads to Chaparral. Your Crazy Radio spot-on weather forecast for the Tularosa Basin today calls for mostly cloudy skies and warm, patchy blowing dust with gusts as high as 28 miles per hour are also expected. Mostly cloudy skies tonight, winds are going to be gusting up to 26. Mostly cloudy, windy, and cooler tomorrow with patchy blowing dust, as winds will be gusting as high as 55. Your high today in the basin, 76, low tonight of 51, high tomorrow 67 degrees. In Cloudcroft, mostly cloudy and windy with wind gusts as high as 50 miles per hour today. Tonight, mostly cloudy and windy, gusts as high as 49. Mostly cloudy, windy, and cooler tomorrow with a 20% chance for rain and snow showers. Winds are going to be gusting as high as 70 miles per hour. Your high today in Cloudcroft, 53, low tonight of 37, high tomorrow 44 degrees. Local breaking news can be found on our website, alamogordotownnews.com, and you can learn more about Crazy Radio by visiting kalhradio.org. Also, check out the Crazy KALH Radio YouTube channel. That's where we post our daily newscasts, complete interviews, and other information which concerns everyone in the Tularosa Basin. Be sure to give this video a like and subscribe to our channel if you've not done so already. That way you too can remain informed of the goings-on in the Tularosa Basin. Well, that concludes today's edition of Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero.